Aramaic passages from Bereshit B in the Zohar. 17. He leaves the third and enters the fourth chamber, because after being completed with all the lights of the third chamber, he can now enter the chamber of Tiferet. In this chamber are all of the mourners of Zion and Jerusalem and all of those murdered by idolatrous nations. And when Messiah sees them, he breaks down in tears and cries. Then all the princes that are descended from David hold him and comfort him. 18. Messiah starts crying again till a supernal voice emerges and mixes with the voice of Messiah, and his voice rises up. And it is delayed there until the beginning of the month, when it descends from Bina. Then it brings down many lights and emanations that shine upon all the chambers. It also brings remedy and light to those killed by the idolatrous nations of the world, and those ailing and with pains who suffer with Messiah, so as to bring forth the redemption. 19. Then Messiah puts on the royal purple garment called Porphyra, on which the names of all those killed by the idolatrous nations of the world are inscribed and listed. This purple garment of Messiah ascends to Bina and is engraved upon the supernal royal garment of the king, which is Zir Anpin that clothes Bina. There, those killed by other nations and listed on Messiah's garment are inscribed onto the supernal garment, along with all others listed above, and divine light is drawn by them to this chamber. The Holy One, blessed be he, will one day clothe himself with this royal garment of Messiah and judge the nations of the world, as it is written. He shall judge the heathen, and he shall fill the places with dead bodies. Tehillim 110:6. Until Messiah descends and returns from the place of union, bringing lights and bliss down with him for the pleasure and consolation of the souls. And many angels and chariots descend with Messiah, each carrying a garment for the souls of those killed by the idolatrous nations. There these souls experience divine bliss while Messiah ascends and descends. To be redeemed in Kabbalah. Redemption is synonymous with emendation or restoration. After we have fulfilled our duty and the emendation is completed, and all things occupy their appropriate places in the universal scheme, then redemption will come of itself. Redemption merely signifies the perfect state, a flawless and harmonious world in which everything occupies its proper place. Hence the messianic ideal, the ideal of redemption, receives a totally new aspect. We all work, or are at least expected to work, for the amendment of the world and the selection of good and evil. This provides an ideology for the commandments and the life of halakha ideology that connects traditional Judaism with the hidden forces operating in the world at large.